Hi everyone, my name is Gideon Besaidnout and I am an application engineer for Micrographics. Today we're going to have an overview look of the functionality that Fusion has when you open the web browser within Fusion. You'll notice I've got Fusion open. I'm just going to go to my data panel. You can either go and see your physical projects within the web browser, or you can simply click on your team, click on their settings and say open in web. While this is loading, this will open up the Fusion web browser where we can see all the different projects that we have that is owned by us, shared with us, and even archived. So I'm just going to open a random project from here, going into a multi-body part that was created, just to give you a little good understanding on what the functionality is within the web browser and a few things that is available that is quite unique within Fusion. Now I've got my normal part open here. You can see the latest. If I click on the latest, you can also show the milestones, and you'll be able to see your different versions. If I click on the three dots, you'll be able to go and create your different milestones. Now this is a multi-body part that was designed within Fusion, and you can start a conversation, view and make comments that is depending on your model. If you want to create any comments or so on and so forth, you can see your users, your used in, and the drawings that it was used in. So if I click on that one and I go to the overview, just waiting for that drawing to open up. Now we can see the overview of the 2D drawing, the life cycle state, the drawing number. Now this is dependent on your properties that you have created within Fusion on the 2D drawings or on your parts and so on. Here you can also see all the related sheets. So that is automated sheets that I have created within this environment. So it does have the full assembly and then some of the parts individually created on 2D drawings. When I go to view, you'll notice that there's a loading screen that actually lets you view your 2D drawing as you require and be able to see some of the functionality. From here you can export it, you'll be able to copy it, move it, add comments, go to your home page, so on and so forth. Just going back to my multi-body design and opening my components. From here, if I go to components, you'll be able to see that it pulls through all the individual parts that has been created with the material and the mass. If I click on the settings, you'll be able to add and remove certain columns depending on what you are looking for. And with the bill of materials, you'll be able to see your part name, your description, your part number, your state, revision, the quantities and so on. From here you can also see there's a small view representation of all the individual parts, and you can also flag it to create milestones and be able to create external references. Here you can go and let's say I'm clicking on that specific part over there, you can go and export, even copy the links and see between working and released life cycles. and you'll be able to add or remove certain specific columns. You can also see the properties that have been set up within Fusion and your design, where you created the part number, the description, the material type, revision number if it was revised. You can see the mass and the density. Now, one of the features that I do love is the view functionality. The view functionality lets you physically view, well, not physically, but almost like a physical view of the property, where you can rotate it, move it. For instance, if we go to the orbit, you'll be able to go and orbit around the part. You'll be able to pan your part, zoom in and zoom out. You can also see if you would like to have a walkthrough, like for instance, this is just a single part, but if you've got a bigger structure, you can actually walk through the part in first person view. And by simply closing it, pressing escape and clicking on the home, you'll reset back to the original orientation. From here you can see your camera interactions. You'll be able to create markups with your model or even add comments. You can hide markers. One of the features that I do enjoy is the section analysis within this environment. I can simply click on the section analysis and choose the plane I want to create this section from. And here you'll be able to move your section, as you can see, by clicking on the arrow, and you'll be able to even create an angle section view if that is what you are looking for. Quite nice functionality. By simply pressing escape or cancel the section view analysis, you also do have the measuring capability, where you can measure specific points depending on what you are looking for and what you want to achieve within your model. Another handy feature is the exploded view, where you tell Fusion, please give me an exploded view of the model, and you'll be able to zoom in and rotate the model and see how all the parts fit in together, and you can adjust the exploded view as per your requirements. From here you'll also be able to see your model browser, where you can switch on and off the visibility of specific parts if needed or required. Going to the properties, you'll be able to see the properties. With settings, you can get your configuration settings for performance optimization, your display, navigation with your view cube and orbit, appearance settings, and environment if you want to change your environment. So I just chose contrast just to show you how the background would change. So if I switch off the model browser and the exploded view, you'll notice that the item that I switched the visibility off, it's still not visible. So you can open your model browser and just switch them back on. You can also create a print copy from this type of view. Now this is regarding the view properties and the view functionality within Fusion and what you'll be able to see. Here in the corner you can go and choose your different view types depending on what you want to achieve. I really do enjoy this functionality within Fusion. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and follow for more content.